Right now, while you're watching this video, your brain is making decisions you're not even aware of. We like to believe we're in control of our thoughts, emotions, and actions. In reality, most of what happens in your head runs on autopilot, shaped by millions of years of evolution. Today, we're breaking down 12 psychology facts that will change how you see yourself and the people around you. How your brain deceives you. Fact 1. Anger shuts off logic. When you're angry, activity in your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for rational thinking, actually decreases. That's why people say things during arguments they later regret. Your brain temporarily gets dumber, handing control over to older, more emotional regions. Fact 2. First impressions form in 7 seconds, and it doesn't stop there. Your brain then starts looking for evidence to confirm that first impression while ignoring anything that contradicts it. This is called confirmation bias. If someone seemed unfriendly at first, you'll unconsciously keep noticing things that support that belief. Fact 3. More choice means less happiness. Psychologist Barry Schwartz called this the paradox of choice. When there are too many options, people spend more energy second-guessing themselves and end up less satisfied with the outcome, even if it was objectively a good one. Fact 4. Your brain doesn't separate social pain from physical pain. Being ignored, rejected, or criticized activates the same brain regions as physical injury. That's why "it's just words" doesn't really apply. To your brain, it's a real threat. Why we are the way we are. Fact 5. Apologizing for no reason often traces back to childhood. People who constantly say sorry, even when they've done nothing wrong, often grew up in families where they were taught to take responsibility for other people's emotions. It's not a personality flaw, it's a pattern set early in life. Fact 6. Talking to yourself in the third person reduces stress. Mentally calling yourself by name instead of saying "I," for example, "Sarah can handle this" instead of "I can handle this," creates psychological distance and helps your brain process stressful situations more calmly. Fact 7. We massively overestimate how much people notice us. This is called the spotlight effect. We assume others are constantly noticing our mistakes, appearance, or awkward moments. In reality, most people are too busy thinking about themselves to focus on you. Fact 8. Boredom isn't an empty state. It's a signal. When you get bored, your brain is telling you that your current activity isn't offering growth or reward. Boredom is a built-in mechanism pushing you towards something new, not a problem to numb with your phone. Patterns you don't notice. Fact 9. Anticipating pleasure feels better than the pleasure itself. Dopamine is released in anticipation of a reward, not when you actually receive it. That's why planning a vacation can sometimes feel better than the vacation itself. Fact 10. We remember unfinished tasks better than completed ones. This is the Zeigarnik effect. An interrupted task stays sharper in memory than one you've finished. Your brain keeps an open tab running until the task is closed, which is why an unfinished conversation or project keeps popping back into your head. Fact 11. Loneliness registers as a physical threat. From an evolutionary standpoint, being isolated from the group meant death. No protection, no resources, no support. That's why prolonged loneliness triggers a stress response similar to real danger. Fact 12. We make decisions with emotion and justify them with logic. Studies show that people with damage to the emotional centers of the brain struggle to make even simple decisions, even though their logical reasoning is intact. Emotion isn't the enemy of reason, it's the foundation of it. Your brain isn't a perfect computer. It's the result of millions of years of survival where speed mattered more than accuracy. Understanding these mechanisms doesn't make you a hostage to them. Quite the opposite. Knowing how your mind works makes it easier to catch yourself before reacting on autopilot. Which fact surprised you the most? Let me know the number in the comments. And if this was helpful, hit like and subscribe. There's a lot more coming on how the human mind actually works.